A large part of why many entrepreneurs and business owners don't take care of themselves and take care of their body is because they haven't yet come to identify the cost of not doing so. Now, of course, we can think about it from the perspective of the financial cost. Oh, well, it's going to cost me this, that, but it's not really about that. It's what are the negative knock-on effects or impacts that me not having the body I need or want has on the rest of my life. So, for example, if I'm overweight, I'm tired, I'm worn out, and my body is aching all the time, and I have this body that essentially brings down my confidence, brings down my self esteem, and prevents me from showing up as the most powerful version of myself. Well, first off, this is going to screw with me in my internal sense because I'm going to believe that I am fat, which obviously would be factual if I'm overweight, but it's also going to make me believe that I may be unworthy or that I'm unattractive, or because I can't take care of myself, then I can't take care of other things very well. So it starts to eat away at us from a level of being, meaning that it takes away our certainty, prevents us being able to confidently and passionately move forward and chase our goals, our dreams, or our purpose. So it screws with us there in terms of being. It will screw with our balance, meaning our relationships get fucked as well. Now, of course, not all of them, but if I'm overweight and I'm tired and lacking confidence in myself, I'm not going to be able to show up as a powerful and confident lover in my relationship. I'm going to always feel like I'm self-conscious. Is my partner judging me? Maybe she hates my body. Maybe she hates being intimate with me because of the way I look and the way I feel about myself. So I'm not going to show up as a confident lover, a confident partner. I'm not necessarily going to feel like I can show up and protect my family either, both my partner nor my children if I have them, because I'm in this body that I know isn't operating at the level that it could or maybe even should. Then, of course, with my kids, I might be able to do certain things with them, but I'm not going to necessarily have the energy or the capacity to deal with them when they're maybe playing up or when they just want to have fun and run around and be playful and so on. I might feel like, oh, I'd like to join in, but I can't do that because my body won't allow it. Now, of course, on the flip, the catch is it's not that your body won't allow it, it's you won't allow yourself to take care of your body so that you have a body that's capable of these things. But of course, it takes us time sometimes to get those mindsets in place so that we start showing up for ourselves. Now, they're just the first two categories. That's the being and that's the balance. But we also have business. Now, of course, we can still be relatively successful in business, whether we're overweight or not. We see lots of overweight, rich people. But let's be honest, there is not a single one of us who may be overweight that wouldn't show up even more powerfully and with more confidence as a better leader, as a better business owner, if we had a body that we were confident in. If we had a body that gave us confidence, self-esteem, and belief in self, we're going to show up totally different in our business in terms of our marketing, in terms of our sales game, how we put ourselves out there, how we brand ourselves would be totally different because there's not going to be this part of us that wants to hide from the world, that wants to protect us from being exposed in the world and maybe being judged for being the way we are and looking the way we do. Because the catch is whether we want to be judged or not, let's face it, the world does judge. It might not do it directly, but visually, that's the first thing that we expose. So that's the first thing that gets judged. Now, let's face it, I'm sure you have the same experience when you see somebody who you can clearly see takes care of themselves, even though there might be a part of you that's a bit jealous or thinks, oh, you fucking love yourself. There is still automatically this innate respect for that person. Like you know that they're committed, that they're disciplined, and that it takes hard work. And therefore, there is something about them that you would like to have for yourself, whether it's just the confidence, the discipline, or the commitment and the ability to hold yourself accountable so that you could have a body that's similar or at least better than what you have. There is an element of that you desire. Now, you might not yet be in a place where you're confident enough and certain enough in yourself to pursue that, but it's still something that you would like to have. So just innately, if you were able to get control of yourself, get control of your behaviors and your mindset so that you were able to continue acting in alignment with the outcomes that you want. So you've got a body that's fit, that's lean, that's strong, that's healthy, and that gives you the energy and the confidence you need to show up in all areas of life at a higher level, you would see your entire life change, not just your body. We see it, we sort of think of it, oh, I just want to lose 20 pounds or 30 pounds because I want to feel good or look better on the beach or maybe look better in my clothes. but that's just one aspect. The way that it bleeds over in a positive sense into the rest of our life is what we're really seeking. It's not just about having a great body, it's about having it all. But of course, that cannot happen until we learn how to take care of ourselves, because the way we take care of ourselves will determine the capacity with which we can show up and take care of the rest of our lives. So my question for you tonight, guys, are you allowing your body to hold you back and essentially limit the capacity or the level to which you can grow your other areas of life? Now, don't feel bad if that is the case, because many of us do it. And I've done it myself in the past too. But there comes a point where we have to get honest with ourselves about that so that we can now choose a new action, choose a new mindset, choose a new story that will allow us to show up more confidently and with more certainty for ourselves so that we can commit to what it is we know we need to do. And then as our body begins to transform and our mindsets begin to transform around that body that we're building for ourselves, that allows us to show up as a more confident and more purposeful leader in the family. It allows us to show up as a better business owner who's more assertive and has clearer vision about what they want and is able to lead team, if you have teams, from a higher level with greater levels of certainty and leadership, because now you have that confidence in yourself. So that's my question. Where are you letting your body get the best of you and hold you back from living the abundance that you could have in all of your life, both in terms of your personal certainty and purpose or goals or targets, in terms of your balance and your relationships with your partner, your children, your friends, your colleagues, and so on, and also in your business? Because if we don't eventually learn how to take care of ourselves, then the rest of our world begins to crumble too, where the negative impacts of us not taking care of us tends to bleed negatively into the rest of our domains. And then we feel like all of life is collapsing around us or not at the level that could or should be. And ultimately we're unfulfilled throughout. Rather than just having one domain that may be a problem, we end up with 4 domains that are a problem. So let's get that one nailed. If you have any questions around this, drop them in the comments below. If you want to learn more about what we do, feel free to check us out at strongerthanlife.com. And I look forward to seeing you all in my next video, people. Take it easy.